welcome. Hope you're having a great day so far. So on this week's video, I wanted to show you a couple of things that I have thrifted this week and how I would maybe style some of these things. So I found a couple of really unique pieces of, they're kind of like pieces of pottery. Let's see, they are the Henry Watson Pottery Collection. This is like a sugar container, and then this is an oil flask. So those were two good finds that I found in the thrift store. And then I also found this vintage, well, it's like a mirror that I would use as a tray, which I love. And honestly, I'm trying to decide if I want to sell this or keep it. But an idea that I had for styling this would be to have these on the tray. This would be something for fall. And then I love the idea, and I pulled these from my flower garden, of putting like little zinnias. Let's see if we can style this here in that little container. And something funny about my zinnias this year, they have all been orange. They've been this beautiful orange color, which has actually worked out really well for fall, but I've never had all of them the same color, but they've all been orange this year. So I thought about something like that, and then if you had something else that you wanted to put on here as well, a figurine, a pumpkin, just something like that. So just a general idea of how you could style something with those. A couple of other things, I got these adorable vintage black cat salt and pepper shakers. They are so cute. You can see them here, and they're actually pretty large. I love cats, and I have a special love for black cats, so I thought these were adorable. They will be available in my eBay store. Something else I picked up, this was from me. I saw this cute little bunny. It was $1.99. It was at Goodwill, and I have been putting together a little collection of some of my Easter stuff that I'm going to put out for Easter. Something I wanted to ask you guys, do you like to see decorating videos? So I'm getting ready to do all my fall decor, and if that's something that you enjoy watching, I would love to bring you along with me. Just let me know in the comments if you enjoy watching decorating videos. So this is mine to keep. I found this little paperweight. These sell really well. The heavy glass paperweights with there's a special name for these bubbles, but I can't remember what they are. And then it has a beautiful dolphin on it. I got this at Goodwill for $3.99, and that is going to be up on my shop very soon. I went to an estate sale this week and picked up a couple of things. This first item is this little glass. It's kind of the amber color, and it has, I think it's eagles on it. You can probably see there. This was 50 cents. That will be up on the shop. And this I also got at that estate sale, and I just think it is beautiful. It is a shell, like little trinket box, and it's really cool. I don't know if this is the actual color of the shells or if they've been painted, but I just thought it's super pretty. So the little trinket box there. And then I picked up this brooch. I've been on a big brooch kick lately. This beautiful bird brooch. Let me get it out and show it to you. I paid $4 for this, and you can see it has lots of different pretty colors on there, and that's going to be up on my shop soon as well. So in the rest of this week's video, I'm going to be taking you to a couple of different thrift stores. One of those thrift stores, actually two of those thrift stores, are in Crossville, Crossville, Tennessee, and one has a special name, which you'll know exactly why I wanted to go in it in the video. And then let's see, where else? I think I maybe have another. I've got one little thrift store that I visited in Nashville that actually their proceeds help with breast cancer patients. So I thought that was a super cool little store as well. And at the end of the video today, I'm going to show you a couple of clips of my pets. So for those of you who are new to my channel, I wanted to show you my furry family. So let's head out to that first set of thrift stores in Crossville. So for those of you who know me, you know exactly why I would want to go to this store, the Crazy Squirrel. So it was actually listed as a thrift store, but when I got inside, it was more of like an antique shop, but it was a sweet little shop. They had lots of different antiques. They had a lot of florals here if you are looking to find some great pieces for floral arranging. They had just gotten in a huge shipment there, but I did really enjoy my time just looking around the shop and seeing all of the different things that they did have to offer. My next stop was the Bread of Life thrift store in Crossville. Now, both of these thrift stores were located off the Buc-ee's exit, if you're wondering how to find them. And I was able to find a few good treasures in here. I looked around at all of the different things they had. They were actually very reasonably priced for the most part. The next day after I taught my class in Nashville, I stopped by this thrift boutique and they were having a 50% off sale. And one of the things that I really liked about this thrift store is the proceeds from the thrift store actually help people with breast cancer. So I thought that was a very good thing. You can see here they had quite the selection, and this one is located in Nashville. It's called the Thrift Boutique. So I wanted to share with you one of my recent big flips. So this antique squirrel bowl I bought for $9. I bought this for $9 and actually flipped it for $99. Now I will admit I was at first going to keep this bowl, but once I looked up comps to see what this little guy was selling for, I decided to list it on my eBay shop and it sold relatively quickly. Here are a few other things that I have thrifted and sold recently for a profit. Alright, here is Hanky, affectionately referred to our firstborn. His name is Hank Horner. He is 10 years old. Hank, he wants to say hello. He is 10 years old. And he was our first dog. We had cats for years, and he was our first dog. And I was so happy he made me a dog mom. Now right behind him is little Peanut. Peanut is a little Yorkie. Hello, Peanut. And Peanut, we think he's probably about 8 now. But Peanut was actually my husband's grandfather's dog. And let me get him here. After my husband's grandfather passed away, we inherited little Peanut. So we've had him right at 2 years now. Peanut, he's being camera shy. And he is the boss of the house. Up next, we have Cowboy. Cowboy is actually Hank's brother. He is coming up on 10 years old. And Cowboy loves to bark. That is his claim to fame. He is always on alert. And if you hear barking during one of my videos, he is probably Cowboy. So that is Cowboy. And let's go find Annie Mae. So this is Annie Mae. She is in one of her favorite places, the recliner. And Annie Mae thinks she's a person. She honestly thinks she is a person. And she is coming up on 7 years. She'll be 7 years old in November. And she's our only girl, and she rules the house. She loves to act like she's going to pet us back. And this is Annie Mae. This is Annie Mae. So this is the last member of our fur family. This is Merle. Merle is a little Netherland dwarf rabbit. He is teeny tiny, and he will be 4 years old in December. And he is the softest little thing. He is so soft. And I have his set up in my office, so I say he is my teaching buddy. When I am in my office teaching or doing trainings, he's always right there with me, and he loves to go camping with us. So that's Merle.